King means that of the men in the tops group in Newfoundland, I lost more weight than any other man for 2023 and reached my goal.
How much did you lose?
I lost, I think it was in the vicinity of 35 pounds. And it's always kind of interesting because at the beginning I joined to support my wife, hardly even realizing that I had any significant amount of weight to lose. The thing I find is culturally, I don't think as men, we're not as culturally aware. We're not reminded constantly of the need to be at a healthy weight as women are.
So you joined this program to support your wife. How did you come to the realization that this was something that you wanted to do yourself?
Well, once I joined and started thinking about what my healthy weight should be and realizing, holy cow, I have almost 35 pounds that I need to lose. And it was a deep realization came to me that if I want to move on healthily on in life, that's what I got to do. I often say that the single most important issue in losing weight is identifying why you want to lose. Losing it just to be at a number on the scale is not important. It is, why do you want to lose that weight? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to be stronger? Do you want to spend time with your spouse and kids and grandkids? Do you want to have better quality time with your wife or your spouse and your kids and your grandkids? All of those are really what drive the desire to actually lose the weight and accomplish what you set out to.
Now, I've talked to people before who have lost, significant amounts of weight, and I think the one thing that everybody will say is that it's not easy. What sort of, a routine did you have to implement in your life in order to actually get those pounds off?
Number one is make better decisions at the store. It's a lot easier to exercise your self-discipline when you're buying your groceries than it is when the wrong foods are on your shelf at home. You don't bring home the unhealthy snacks of cookies or ice cream or potato chips, then you don't have them at home to eat. Tracking what you eat is an important part because really we don't know usually how much we're actually eating. Are we eating too much? Are we eating too little? There are a number of good weight loss apps out there, free and for a fee, that actually will track your food for you. Keep track of the calories. Oftentimes you can either just type in the name of the food and it will come up with the food values for that meal, or even scan the barcode and it will come up and tell you, oh, this is such and such and here's the food value, and keeps track and says, yes, you're on track or not on track. Obviously, walking, exercising is an important part of this. And getting more exercise may mean parking at the back of the parking lot rather than spend 15 minutes driving around looking for the close parking spot to the door. Go to the back of the parking lot and get your extra steps, your extra exercise that way. You're bringing the laundry down. Instead of bringing 3 loads in one armful, make 3 trips. Even little things like that all add up into the balance of what you're going to do.
And the flip side of all this, of course, it's one thing to lose the weight, but it's another thing to keep the weight off.
It is indeed. And in fact, it's often a problem. It's almost more harder than it is losing it in the first place, because you get in the mindset, I have to eat this way, I have to move this way, I want to lose this weight. All of a sudden, you've reached your goal. You don't want to keep losing. You have to learn to balance that. You eat a little bit more healthy, hopefully, and then you still have to be aware, what weight am I? Am I going down? Am I going up? And I guess we didn't mention it earlier, but it is a fact that your goal weight should be something that you and your doctor decide. It'll be different for different people depending on your health conditions, medical conditions, what your status is right now. You choose with your doctor, here's a good weight for me, and do it aim for that, and then you adjust your lifestyle to reach that goal. Because it is, if you think of it just as a diet, it's not going to work. It's got to be a lifestyle change to your activity and to your food, because the diet is something we try and then eventually we stop. But a lifestyle change is something that goes on for the rest of our life.